Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. So, I was just sitting here thinking about these, why they call them witches and stuff like this. But I, I think it's because of some of the crimes that they can get away with, and nobody does anything. It seems like nobody does anything to them. It seems like magic. Until, I guess if the pure hearted energy is on the planet can see through these people, but they're the only one that can see them the way that say most people been brainwashed. And you're aware the Christ or something like this is the only person that can see these people for who they are, but they've gained so much tract. They've been able to fool so many people. They've been able to entertain people with the Coliseum or the circus. But these are also problem, reaction, solution people. They're the ones that cause the problem to get the reaction for the solution. And in this case, these could be people doing, I have had a lot of attacks from older women or women that are upset or scared that they're not going to be able to make it into the new kingdom. So they tried to run ahead. And mainly it's my area, like my looks or my beauty or my body or my yoni or something like this that these people attack. Now, I don't necessarily practice witchcraft, but I can tell when it's being done on me. And we're not going to call it witchcraft. I can tell when there's attacks or something like this being done on me. Um, because I don't like to call it witchcraft because people breaking into people's homes or, you know, if there's new beings going to be on the planet and they're more mind over matter, okay? And these are, like I said, these weapons of mass destruction because this is something or someone that can cause, um, to me, detrimental damage to one person or a system of people. Excuse me. So if the whole bunch of girls were programmed with like microchips or something from your school and they're targeting one woman that's supposed to be the leader of the new world or amongst them, right? They have an advantage over this person. Maybe this person deals with older software. It's still abuse. It's still an attack. It's still a hate crime. It's still, do you understand? Cannot be tolerated, not for one moment. And a lot of these women are selling these women some kind of trick or something. It's like, girl, this man is watching you. The detective, like, how many detectives is falling in love with women? You know, people like to sell you a dream. I feel like that's very dangerous. Like, I told you guys, I don't want that kind of growth online. My channel is for something different. But somebody would think that I'm jealous or something like this because these people are able to like hold somebody's attention. Like also a lot of these women are like keeping these men in prison and then holding their attention. They don't really have this gift. Or a lot of these girls gang up or whatever, do spell work on a woman. Like a lot of girls today, like I'm not ashamed to say what I'm saying because people need to be aware of, I'm not going to tell you that I know exactly how all they be doing shit that they do, but I know what I'm saying. So I was seeing a lot of girls like trying to emphasize on somebody having like I wrote this the other day, like something about sour sop or something like this. Um First of all, I was picking up that one of these feminine energies have kidnapped a child, or they could have been one of these people that had one of these women birth a child out in the wild or something like this and then bring her back home. And they have this child and they feel like they have something like you that they're serving up energetically to the people, so they can get you ran out of town or run you out from where you're from. This could be an enemy of yours and somebody that harms children, that is around children, and somebody's aiding, somebody at a higher power or government or presidential or something is aiding and abetting this person. That's one thing. Um, these people are mad because I won't let them lay down their sins or continue to stuff their garbage in my domain, right? Or in my software. You get what I'm saying? and take the heat for their particular sins. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I noticed: a lot of women was ganging up yesterday. I could feel when the tarot readers. It's like I was born to watch and monitor that this shit don't get out of hand. And they were talking about somebody like I feel like a masculine energy that could be like them or like me. I don't know. Was making a decision about something. These people could have killed this person. Okay, they could have did something, attacked this person or something like this. To get somebody out of the way. It's like these people are into your software to make sure that they ruin everything good coming towards you. There's no reason for these people to be tapped into my software, especially if these people are competing. How dare you run off of somebody else's server and you're competing with that person? That means that there is no privacy. And we're not talking about like, you know, I can't like I don't know why I always use the analogy with men's sports in their locker rooms, but you know, I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of privacy they have there, or even in jails, or I don't know why I think bathroom stuff because it's like maybe excuse me, goodness, I just woke up, y'all, and now I'm trying to do a video, and I'm like I can't even stay awake. Okay, but I want to get this out. Like there's different levels of privacy. I'm guessing when there's like a men's athletic shower room or sports room where they get dressed or whatever when they do, there's a certain level of no privacy and then privacy. But when the people, if I was at like another team's headquarters or whatever you call it, right? And I was in the back, and if we're in the back room and we're amping up and we're talking about our play and how we're gonna run, do this and that, it would be a violation, right? If somebody found out that somebody had a camera in there and the other team was watching them. It's kind of like the Venus flytrap. This is these type of people, right? They lie in wait. They lie and wait. Okay. So that would be like, of course, they may not have privacy when they're getting dressed in there. Because it depends on how these people's dressing rooms or whatever are created, and I'm pretty sure everybody can't have complete privacy in those particular situations. Like even at school, when we used to have to swim, it was like a little bit of like a privacy wall. But if you walk past there, you could see the other girls, naked. Like you ain't trying to look at them naked, but it just we was all taking off our clothes at one point in time. There was um at one point in time somebody was gonna see you. Okay. Whether it was right at the lockers when we came in and put our stuff, take off the swimsuit right there, put on the you see what I'm saying? At some point in time, your privacy is out the door, right? You can't help it because this is the way it's set up. It's a little bit of privacy. But like I said, if somebody found out that there was cameras in there watching for another nefarious reason, or like I said, that the inviting team was having cameras in their locker room and they were watching the other members, the other team talk about their plays. You see what I'm saying? Um, that I don't know if that's something that's private, but it seems like it is the way they show it in the movies. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, bitch, how you? I don't care if this is a competition and you're talking about. You don't need to use anything of mine. You don't need to watch me. If I found out that you were able to watch me or my family members or something like this, and I don't know nothing the fuck about you, and you calling yourself in a competition with me to make it seem like you better than me, but you everything that you think about and everything you do and everything you know is about me, and I don't even know you at all. There's no competition there. There's no competition. You're just a crazy ass stalker. And this new age of bots or whatever this is almost like it's scary to me because they're normalizing this type of surveillance. That could be very fucking dangerous. And it leaves your life in the hands of one of these women, these jealous women. You see? that always have to have all the attention. Like these are like witches. Like it's like they did upgrades on witches that been here for centuries attacking the Christ. This is all they know is spying on my life, setting me up, stopping things from coming in from the robot way. But there has to be like it's like step out of the darkness. My energy is too light. Step out of the darkness. Like this is nonsense because whatever system server or whoever they serve is not my boss. Is not the boss of me. Even if these people purposely left me as an OG and left me as like, my software or my intel back in the 90s or something, what do you have to do with me? Even if you think you moving ahead of me, it was built off of my anatomy. What do you have to do with me, old Tyree? So really, it seems like these people can got rid of these weapons of mass destruction that like to bring this level of something to somebody's home. But I was telling you guys lately, as of lately, these girls were like swarming around, and there was like 3 or 4 girls that was talking about somebody having like a sour crotch or something like this. Now we know if you have skin in between their legs or whatever, just like you can get like a kind of something like if you're, babies with the neck. Okay, I don't know. Babies with the neck, you know how sometimes when they get the neck rolls or whatever, you got to lift up and clean up underneath that neck, or it's gonna get raw, or it's gonna get stinky with milk. Okay. Um, I don't know why I'm seeing like a woman that would be breastfeeding, like she would have milk flow or something, with milk dripping down her belly into her crotch. I don't know, but I heard a lot of women talking about somebody having a sour vagina or something like this. Now, like I told you, most of the time women don't have a smell coming from their vagina. But if you plus size, you can have smells coming from the crevices between your legs, right? So I was just thinking about like it's proof in real time of these people doing some type of spell work or having some access to somebody that they're not supposed to have access to. I mean, even if you were sitting there and you were like these people don't have cameras, they're just using a peer-to-peer technology. And then you're like, I don't know what this is. Lately, this has been like this or something like this, or it's been a little bit worse or something like this. Um, somebody is, they know that this is coming up. They know that you're going to have this problem because something they've done to you is going to cause this problem, right? A lot of times, more so after people have babies, these are also kind of smells that can occur. Okay. Um, but then they sit back and wait, right? They lie back, they sit back, they lie awake and they wait. They plot and plan all the time. Um, and then because these people need a boost right now to make it seem like they still have psychic abilities, and then they could just go ahead and eject the real person that is the real empath and the real psychic, and then they're gonna try to follow on a narrative. So all they need to do is be on all one accord, have big channels, promote this thing, then also send somebody in, or also have somebody in your chip to say, well, oh my goodness, what is that or whatever like this, and then make it like they're psychic, but they're really not psychic. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that are causing this problem for someone. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of times these are like injections, or these people are the ones that are in they're in charge of like the science. They work for science, technology, or transportation departments, right? And some of these people are housing versions of you with them. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then when they need something to play out, they will return this vassal back to the home or back where it's at with this problem or this condition that they created in some wherever they were housing your temple or your body, right? They're gonna send this verse after they make it like this, they will send it back. And if somebody is coming in your jurisdiction and they're sniffing around or doing something, this is a trick of this Satan or Shaitan or whatever they call this. All right. Which I think could be this unbothered energy. Somebody's creeping. All of these women that I'm talking about, your top tarot readers, that they channels is just okay, but it depends on who's listening, what they're waiting to hear. People have to be triggered by something. I didn't need to take no damn psychology class. Listen, people have to be, or else this many people would not be watching tarot. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are people that already had militias or already had cliques or collectives or whatever this is. And we're not taking collectives like that into the future. We're not taking these bullies into the future. They're not coming. My energy opened up this portal for a new world and a better place and these things like this. You're not. I know that these are the same women that were abusing all these children, that were allowing these men to have access to these children in our communities when we were little. A lot of these men, powerful men, are torn between, because some of us are the children that was the product of these particular women that was connected to them, that was allowing them to have access to us. And even if you were secretly, even if you were secretly the favorite or something of these men, these women been using witchcraft and using a system, or maybe these girls took the bar. They can get these men caught up in cases. It's a lot of different things that the young women, or the ones they want to keep forever young mentally, not because there's forever young renegade energies, forever young energies that's on the run. They don't sit still. Then there's some of these forever youngers that say they have to stay in these towns to act like they children and get close to people, young adults and things like this, and children. There's all kind of forever youngers here. There's the ones that play games. They do little stuff like this. They talk about, I told you, the same ritual they did to me in school. When I first went to Webster Middle School, I back in the I was I ain't listen. Like when you grow up and you have children and everything like this, and you go through the process and you're tired and you all that, we all know what it. Everybody in this live that's gonna listen to this live know what it smells like, what it feels like to have something like body odor. But that's why I said these people are child. They're remedial. They're childish. They're young. These are the only things that they can think of, without blowing their cover to do, because again, they know how the system works. They know how these energies, or I wouldn't even say that these are reptilians. I don't know what we're dealing with. Okay. They blame the reptilians just to move the reptilians out the way. But there was always something else lurking in the background that could have been more vicious. So, do you get what I'm saying? So these tarot readers are the people that are, it's like the what do you call it? When you go to um when you go to see, they in competition with me, but I'm not. I'm here to expose and judge. You not supposed to be, but you trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? You gossiping, or you telling us about how some man feel about a woman, and I'm trying to dissect it. Like my brain is more like a kaleidoscope. It's going in different sectors, trying to serve different measures, like all at one. We're not gonna be the same. I'm exposing you guys. Okay? You're trying to get people with a bad taste in their mouth about good people. Most of these tarot readers are geared to do that. They've been used to having control over these men, and allowing, even some of these men, allowing for these women to hurt their children or to put their daughters at risk, because for these women to stay in some type of power or something like this. And it's ridiculous. We're pointing shit out just so people can get a different, because some of these children that deal with them, or are adults now that are under the flying monkeys that these women have created and shit, they don't understand that they dealing with Stockholm syndrome. They don't understand what this actually means for them. They're all thinking because they can all gang up and bully the Christ or the Holy Spirit or something like this, that makes them feel tough. But it really shows their true colors every single time, all day long. Like, and I feel like this is the one thing, because they're very childish. This is, you still talking about girlfriends and boyfriend stuff. We're talking about stuff that maybe like might help a soul or free a soul or wake you up or let you know that you're being harmed or this is not normal. These girls that glamorize somebody watching you, that shit is not normal. I don't care about who. That's why I say I don't give a fuck. I'm on some real shit because I don't care who don't want to talk to me no more. I don't care. A lot of these older men and these leaders and stuff, they're wimps now. These women got you by the balls because they caught you doing something and you're willing to compromise or sacrifice your child for this woman. So even a masculine energy, if there was an old God energy, you got caught by them and you had to sacrifice me or you had to sacrifice something. I haven't been caught doing anything that I've watched myself throughout my fucking life. There's nothing that somebody, even my deepest moment with my will attached to it, somebody can put that shit up right now and I would not be humiliated. So these are the people that fucked up. Yeah, they got something on you. And you willing to let us be under the helm of these bitches because you fucked up? No, thank you. I don't give a fuck about what you think you exposing because if you expose something and it's not true or it's something else like this, you then you're blaspheming the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit energy, you think I was saying, oh, I'm better than you. No, that was the way for us. You seen my energy. You seen what it's capable of. You seen these things. This was the way to get this energy in. See, now somebody saying that this person is the horizon. No, the fuck you're not. That's the horizon for you with your selfish ass ways. No, the real thing was to get me to the other side as the Holy Spirit and then to be able to blast on these people so they can't hold this over your head. But I told you, we're dealing with people that can't control themselves. They lustful. They got secret fetishes they don't want nobody to know about that lead their life and pull them around and somebody got some meat on their string by doing this. These women are not finer. They're not more talented. They're not more skilled. It's not about the money because most of these niggas got money. They done already made sure they got money stocked up for the rest of their fucking life from stealing from people like me that they blindfolded and shit like this, our inheritances and our positions of power or whatever this is. So your thing was to get the Holy Spirit energy up through these women and then be able to blast back on them. But you wanted to try to continue to taint or blaspheme. And that's why all these people have to pay. You know, it's almost like even I'm just kept on hearing the Jesus thing, like, get these, get them, these people that don't want me to be king. It ain't like, oh, well, Jesus, we don't want you to be, why should you be king? No, they were doing things to this person that nobody should be able to have to be able to repetitively do to a person that is trying to do okay or is not harming people. Nobody should have the right to do that. Nobody should be having the right to plot on somebody, watch their every move, and see how they can set them up in real life and harm them or get them harmed or get them placed in some type of facility or in prison or something like this. Nobody has the right to do that to anyone. We have to be realistic here because you're not the fuck going to do it to me. I'm telling you now. If there's somebody that needs a seeing eye dog and somebody found out that you were going around and to old people's house and killing they seeing eye dogs, this shit would cause an uproar. So again, if these children have been afflicted by you, how dare you throughout their life? And they may need a guide or they may need their what in the golden compass it was a demon or it could be a spirit guide in this realm. How dare you put those children in harm's way all this time? And then create a network or something that is you want to call is legal, but it's illegal as hell. You want to call it legal or it's okay, but it's illegal as hell, right in front of the people's face, and think I'm not gonna say nothing. I can't never be jealous of a bitch that got a rotten mind like that. They got a black seed for a heart, or they gotta latch on to my chest or my heart in order to create something. These people think that you're getting rid of me. I'm not going anywhere. I didn't choose this. Jesus, that was really a choice for Jesus to get up on that cross. Like Kanye West said, it's a choice for slavery. Nigga, it was a choice. And I said no. If somebody come to me and say, what you doing with these things or these people? No. I'm trying to protect some children and some innocent people and some righteous ones. Take these niggas, take them sins right out of my database that they put in there and put it right back on their fucking back. And put them up on them crosses. Get as many as you need and lift them up and put them on them. I'm not doing it. I don't care how special they is to God. I don't care how special they is to man. I don't give a fuck how special they is to the scientists that put so much effort and work in tweaking them or stealing my software and giving it to them. Matter of fact, once you start taking shit off of me and put it on them, that's my property. If you take my blood or if you take my heart, if I die, or wait, you take one of my lungs, well, we need the heart. Okay. So let's say you take one of my kidneys, that's like almost a part of me. That person is walking around with a part of me in them. Hold on. That's other people's property. What are you doing? Especially if it was against my will. There's no getting away from that. Just like there's no getting away from these contracts, from these labels and these things that these people were in before they decided to hide these inheritances, let these things collapse, and then, you know, take the money and rebuild something in the likeness of it so that they don't have to finish out their lifetime contract under me or you or whoever the fuck this is. It's just not that easy. And then you got somebody that's in the industry possibly on your side that knows what it's like to be under these contracts, some that want to do this little what this is, this little uproar or this little rebellion or something like this. Once you get caught because you thought that the child that you robbed blind all day life was never going to catch on or be able to explain it in a sense where other adults or the people that you hang with or the people that's over you would be able to understand. Because first of all, that's weird. Like a real man don't come around a woman's sleeping quarters. If you want to date me, you don't. That's why I don't like this shit. This shit that they doing, man. I'm telling you, what you better, it being not being televised, you better wake the fuck up. Or I. This could just be a message for me to wake up. Being because of course, if they got the most valuable player, they want you to be the last person to know about what they're doing. So there's a lot of like, oh, wherever will you go? This and that. These people think somebody's about to run off or be moved away or something like this. Mm. I don't know why I just heard a breach. Something is a breach, or somebody's trying to put somebody in some type of contract or something. That's not happening. That's not happening. I ain't got shit to do with no contract. I'm gonna do it, and I bet you I'm about to do what I please. It's sad because I feel like some of these other people, they were in contracts when they passed away. They might be hating on you, or they don't want you to have something because you found a way to bypass that part, and that's what got them tripped up at the last minute. That was the thing that they wish they would have never done. So somebody's gonna try to force somebody into something, but these people have no jurisdiction over here. They have no jurisdiction over me. And everybody, these are other people property bodies. Okay. Also, I'm hearing somebody's body is on somebody. So this could be like, I don't know, some lions wanting to, I've seen some lions eating a zebra. Okay. This could be this masculine. Okay. Um, but I feel like the lions are just doing that because the lions want to then challenge me. Because the lions and the chatter are in reverse. So the lion, this could be like the Libra and zebra. This could be something like that. Okay. This could also be some of these people that came here from other countries to help America fight, like nation to nation. Like some of these people came to to overpower, and some of these came to, they want America to stay. They even discussed it as to what they people could be sneaking around doing here or something like this if they're trying to stage a rebellion against America. Because the main thing is about America or that conduit. So some of these people will take out their own sons for coming here trying to try this bullshit, like India or whatever like this, okay? But you have more of them that are on the thing of just let's crash in and overpower. We need extra space. We need more something. We gotta, fuck America. We need somewhere to go, or we need more space or something like this. It's a little bit deeper. It's but you could only see like if I'm someone that they have been trying to block someone, this could be also why I have a weird or a strange point of view or way of seeing it, but I might just be having the same point of view as people that might be having a cap on something, like they're stuck in something but they can't speak on it, but they can see it the way I see it because but they can't speak on it. I can. So they all they can do is nod their head, or all they can say is, okay, this person do get what we're saying. So maybe this person is fighting for us and we got it wrong, or this might give somebody the courage to stand up and fight or something like this. Right? Because why does any of that matter? If you know that somebody is putting somebody in some type of imprisonment, whether it's like physically in chains or not, and they may be fully up to par, but things around them may not, or they may not have all their necessary necessities or needs. Why are you that's bullying. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women, especially these mothers or grandmothers, they are embedded, or these women are weird though, man, because they want to plug into these men, your husband, your man, or something, because they want to be having sex with you. This is the power. This is child abuse. This is disgusting. It will have you looking at your man like, I never want that thing going in me again. I love you. I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do because I see something attached to you. No, it's not cool. I tell you, these mothers, even if it's mine, these bitches that was doing this, they gotta go. This is my shit here. And these men, you know it's mine. You know I created it. You know it's mine. I'm not gonna share the space. You will have to go too. You will have to come up out of her, that fucking snake's guts or something like this, or you're gonna have to go down with her. Yeah, I'm not backing down from what I'm saying. I know what they're gonna try, because they was gonna do like a snowstorm or something like this. Okay, they was gonna do a snowstorm, but they were saying it was not gonna be no school, but I don't see no snow yet. It could still snow, but I don't know. I think they might not do it because they want the kids to go to school, because they want to um, stage an attack or stage something or something like this. Just like to the depths, man, because this city, they always remind me, it never sleeps. It doesn't. Only way some of these people know they haven't even been close to you is because they're spying on you through a neurochip. So this is so dangerous. Again, up to the minutes of your day, these bitches know what you're doing. That's harassment. And I don't know who's aiding and abetting these people. I was hearing something earlier from a show, and the guy was like, yeah, he was in the military and he was maimed or whatever. And they were like, he was like, yeah, well, I knew. He's like, how you feeling? He's like, man, whatever. He's like, well, I knew that if something about like the army or something like this, because I'm in the army, or something about somebody being in the army. And he's like, you know, I knew my family would lose their green cards or something if, something happened to me. So I think that gave him like the will to continue to fight. Because these greens could also, people be here on a green card or a visa. That would be also like maybe considered also alongside with the diaspora, um, black people or whatever like this. So afraid that they will get deported or something that they got the nerves to come here and try to deport America for doing her job throughout the centuries. They get tough enough. Are you tough enough? The new kids on the block. Because a lot of the shit that we was, doing, listening to, watching it was all like little signs and symbols here. Or like this was signs of that time. Now something else is here. And like a lot of the music is not even, like the music industry then went underground or it then went somewhere. It's not the same. I don't listen to the radio anymore, stuff like this, because I don't really turn it on when used to be the first thing on in the car, but I don't. I'll be listening to like Pandora or something else. There's always something new. Always something. You want to keep a nation sleep or a world sleep. Always offering them the next best thing, the next best thing, and you realize that none of the things was best for anybody. Like I feel like this with like the new techie energies or the techie energies. Like the more empathy is taken out of something, it's about control. It's like domination, world domination. And somebody say, what's the difference? There's nothing dominating about my energy. It just is. These other energies that are formed or built to dominate. Mine is more like to protect and cleanse or something, but they just want to they want to like polish people up and put them in positions and then just have us overlook everything else because of what something looks like on the exterior. And a lot of these people, like we talked to, people talk so much about like soulless beings that's exactly what you're getting. Also, somebody name is Solus or Solace or something like this. Like, you're not gonna get these professors and these, you know, the new way of seeing things is well, maybe again that maybe this was the thing is to get rid of anybody else that's like that person that came to be the particular savior, right? So that they won't have anybody that understands them or relates to them. So this could be like an Adam energy here. Like I've looked at all these people or something like even these people like Umar Johnson, the people that used to know how to do like Bobby Hemming and them, the long 2 hour conversations. They could just go and talk about what they love to talk about for 2 hours and make it all make sense and everything like this, right? And you might listen to me, but you might listen to me because I don't want to be somebody that does that. That's the thing. I don't want to do that. I don't want somebody want to turn you into a professor or a pastor or something, sit there and give you this long drawn out, or like a mommy Watson tarot that sit there and give you this whole long drawn out about one person. First of all, that's private information. Some of these people might not even want that information out. That's gossip. But you're just going straight to the horse and getting it right out of their mouth and blocking them from being able to be in control of their own livelihood. Like I said, especially with some of these men, you should be able to say whatever this person is saying to these people on your own. Why are you using this person as a conduit or something? And you a grown ass man. Because it's very personal to me because I feel like the people that these women, these top tarot, I know these men, or these men know me. I'll say that. I have known. I don't know them anymore. And some of them been already brainwashed and swapped out with a different software, or they're under a different control by a different feminine or God or whatever this is. But there's no God besides me, meaning the pecking order. There's nobody that's gonna be owning something more than or doing something, especially when most of the shit that they're using already came from my kingdom. That I did not bow down, I did not sit down, I did not walk away, I did not run like these people. A lot of these people ran for 20 years and now they're back and they just quietly started building and knowing how to steal my body or pluck off of my body or eat off of my body. They're not really doing no grind. They just know who built it naturally, was able to build or put together without even knowing the best body. And then you blindfolded somebody and start eating off their body. So, nigga, you don't have a clan. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a collective. You don't. It's like, you think about like a spirit horse movie my daughter used to watch. That's like somebody just coming in and trying to take away your, walk away with your whole, thing of stallions. They didn't find them out in the wild and capture them. These people went to somebody else's ranch or something and took something. But there's only one person that can even have a ranch right now with the one world energy. These people is not supposed to have them anymore, but they refuse to give up. So guess what? You got to go. Jesus wasn't just saying, "Oh, they don't want me to be king, kill them." No, they were doing stuff to kill him or her. You understand what I'm saying? This was the right to protect somebody's self during their reign. This is like you realizing your friends was raising their hand up, or you turned around one day and your friend had a gun pointed at your back. You didn't know, you was given the benefit of the doubt. You was being love and light. Oh, it's care and everything like this until you seen that one day. I know, like, and the person might say, "Hey," because they didn't get you in time. Oh, I wasn't. No, I was just about to turn this gun around and I was about to point. No, motherfucker, you was pointing that at me. I got your ass. So sometimes you got to let these people take it all away. Well, sometimes you got to let four of them sit around you because I don't have no friends. So why is these four baskets around me? You already got rid of these people. Could have already got rid. This is somebody, girl. Okay, this is like this shit. Somebody like single white female. Like this is somebody that come up and bop your real handmaiden upside the head. Say you a queen and your maidens have to be around and watch and shit on a certain level. Not like the guards, but they have to watch too. Well, somebody that bopped over one by one of each of your guys or each of your, this bitch is crazy. Okay? And put something in the likeness of it there that they control. This is what a weapon of mass destruction does. Weapons of mass destruction are people. They're robots. They're a creation. There's nothing, these new age ones that I'm talking about, there's nothing to be jealous about. They're disgusting. So I would say, hey, if they got these men or something like this, well, hey, I told them not to mess around with you anyway. So I'm not about to go down for these men or give away my power for these men because they fell for the trick that I told them not to. No, no, no. And if I don't have shit left, I got my faith. If I have nothing left, I got the honesty, the rawness, the real. Look, these people already tried to humiliate me all the way through the whole thing in the background. It just didn't work because I don't feel humiliated. So, I mean, you can maybe think I should, but I don't. So, what's next? I don't. You see what I'm saying? You're not about to stop me from claiming my shit. No, you understand? I don't know what just happened. Maybe we'll pull some cards on it. But I feel like somebody's like, "Oh, be patient, wait a little." Why should I have to wait for some man crying over some bitch or something like this that didn't fuck around and did what I told you that they was gonna do 5 years ago? God put me on reservation for 3 years to tell you niggas what was gonna happen, and you wanted to play and laugh in my face, but you ain't laughing no more. And I gotta sit here and wait for you to get back. I might not even want to be with your ass. I might not want to work with you if I find out that this is somebody that did some shit behind my back. None of that. I got a job here too. I have a fucking purpose here too. And it was not to sit here and wait around you and make sure your nuts is all, prepared and saturated with baby oil and baby powder and they smell good while my shit is deteriorating. No, ma'am. Cause you brought these bitches in here. Uh-uh. So these men could be also partying with the brooding vipers because they were sneaky with the flowers and with all these other. Y'all on my channel, I give these groups names. The flowers are the people, the young pretty girls that come and get these men going and then take pictures of them and then blackmail them. The aged bottles of wine, they might be fine. Their sinister acts could be fine. The more it's been aged or whatever, but their age don't. The thing that they jealous about the Holy Spirit or the Christ is because the face don't match the something or something. You see what I'm saying? These people might still be aging like at a regular pace or a little bit faster than God's child or something like this. even if they're vampires and stuff like this. There's something else small that they're still so jealous of this person of. Or like I said, your inner beauty that you've been through so much and you've been able to remain at some kind of, by this time they already was corrupt and figuring out how to move in some kind of position that they was thrown into or in the streets. A lot of this shit these people cannot take back that they've done to children, especially you got one that's full grown now and see what you was doing to these children. They fear that. This is their fear. But the other children that they have been harvesting from and things like this, they already brainwashed them. So these children don't know that they dealing with Stockholm syndrome. They've been kidnapped, or their mothers are their rapists, or their mothers are their kidnappers, or something like this. And they are, you get what I'm saying? Coming at the person that was supposed to come to wake them up or drop that one little nugget. Somebody say, hey, that sounds like something from my childhood. Let me go check this out. Maybe this bitch telling the truth. And then they had to go question their parents or something. So, Jesus was dropping jewels or gems. Wasn't one. But you see, and even if I'm in Christ's energy as wisdom, what? Because the day that you plotted or you did something like that to try to come against me in this masculine, now they had to trick. If this is thought, then this could be something too. Somebody could have known that it was my time to be in Thoth energy, but they was trying to be greedy and they tried to stay in that energy, and instead of granting it over to me right now to be able to be in all these places at one time, and that was the wrong thing to do because it's what God supports too. That's why these people are about to fail. It's not just what you want or what you thought you were seeing on an earthly level. And then how you doing this to somebody that you know for a fact you lower vibrating in. Because some of the beauty is just the fact that you've been able to, and these people will say it. They will put a light in, put a lighter, they will enlighten people on this. But they know that also makes these particular groups that ain't really feeling like that and ain't really feeling real good on the inside, it makes them angry against you because they can still see it on you, but they can't see it on themselves because they've been tricked by these women. And this could be dangerous because then people could be like, okay, well, maybe this is the Messiah or maybe this is Jesus. And then they will like overcrowd and try to overpower and try to trap or something like this. And it's just not going, it's not going to be going on like the way somebody think it is this time. Not this time. There's enough knowledge now that I've received that it can't happen the same exact way this time. The reason why it was happen those times is because somebody was 100% oblivious. That's the little glimmer of hope. Why is it like my hair? Piece of hair in my nose or something. That's the glimmer of hope. And that ain't nobody counting on anybody to stand for me but myself. I've never, okay? I'm not a user of people to get people to do what I want them to do or something like this. I'm just not. Unless it's my husband. And it wouldn't be to hurt nobody. This is like if I don't want to take out the trash or if I don't want to clean up or if I don't want to do something. It's like petty stuff. Like, but somebody's thinking like, well, you should have been doing other things. But, well, somebody shouldn't have been a liar and a trickster and a manipulator. And anyway it goes, it doesn't matter because these people are not going to totally win in the end. So it's kind of like you be sitting here like, all right, God, when is the thing going to come? Okay. Yeah. It's almost like, excuse me, lying and waiting. And it's going to feel even all the more awesome because these people expected you to have to do so much like they was doing. And you really didn't have to do much to tell the truth or straighten something out or whatever this is. These women are very fucking dangerous. These are killer women, rapist women. You see, they made sure in the media and in the news and in movies, they never really showed you versions of females that was molesting children. Did they? And the reason why I told you A lot of these women are like these world card energies or these leaves or these other energies on the outside now, because these women are so worried about, because most of women, if we hear something about crotches or smells, most women are like, it's a natural response for us to say, and if there's something there, it's like this could be something also. I noticed that they were giving away free coffee at Starbucks, okay? And then also free soup at Panera, okay? Um, with two fish, okay? This could also be this energy here where what was I gonna say? Where I was thinking yesterday, what is this? Is this something where they're gonna go ahead and try to put something in a bunch of people to heal them or harm them? Because Starbucks may not have nothing to do. This could be just somebody that gets a hold of a distribution center. You see what I'm saying? So somebody's thinking that some feminine energy is so smart about something, but like I told you, these are things that they're taking from my database, but it's like doing it in a righteous way. So somebody got to be dark. Some masculine energy got to be dark too. And they like that this other feminine thing dark, where they can take advantage of or put sleeping pills in some shit. And then they know who all ate from there. And then these people come in and do something to them weird or something like this, or set them up, put something on them, put some stank on them, put something on them, put some crime on them, put some stuff in their house, right? A lot of people is taking advantage of this. Yeah, the chariot in reverse energy here, like little monsters. When he took the savage boy or whatever, and he let him go, like do like sneaky stuff in his friends' houses and stuff, and like people was waking up with peanut butter in their hair and stuff like this. But it's just a little bit more serious matters. People could be playing with blood and feces and other things that can actually make people ill here. Some of these people could be people that take care of children too. If they do something to them, they can spread this to children. It's very reckless. And like I said, if these people have been able to be renegades or not have to be reprimanded for what they've been doing for so long, it could be considered some type of mental illness now. And these are the people running software and running these things or whatever now. It's just very dangerous. It also reminds me like a Ratatouille. Because the dad was kind of like the childish one that was running with these people and thinking that that was the way to do things, to steal stuff or just infest somebody's stuff or something like this. And the boy was like, that's not really how you're supposed to do it or something. Like, even if this was traditional, like if they wait until the child that grows up that's going to be abundant, and then everybody gets to kind of like feed off of that child abundance or jump in like double dutch. They get to jump in real quick, jump around a little bit like this and then get out of it and then go grow just from the energy. Somebody needed more than just the energy. They wanted your finances. They wanted everything that came with your new beginning or with your awakening or your rising or your kingdom come. Like somebody just stole they're trying to steal or keep back thy kingdom come from somebody. You understand what I'm saying? And now these people want to act like, oh, let's get on the up and up. Let's make sure we clean up these people. We got to get in there. We got to do this. You trying to now imagine this one girl's thing is Jesus is just, or God is about to send her a mate or something like this, and there's a community of angry people that are angry because this person wants her helpmate before she starts doing these things. It would be better that way. It's something that these people could create together too. But then this community want to be in charge or micromanage everything between those two. And then they get jealous of how this person cares about the helpmate. I came to help people too, but I also came here, or I'm also here to have a person or a really special person to me. Like these niggas don't, you acting like Jesus can't have disciples, Jesus can't have a girlfriend or something like this or whatever. This shit is dangerous. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's this is war. That's an act of, get what I'm saying? This, I'm not about to play around with no people that think that they got this much. No. No, these is people that rejected the cornerstone. So again, it's not childish like, oh, you rejected me. No, because I know what the fuck you're doing. If I let you in, I already seen. So do you understand what I'm saying? No, this ain't no, oh, you left me out, so I'm gonna leave you out now. But it's a it's mandatory if you knew what these people was doing in the past 20 something years while they was building something, what they was thinking and how they didn't give a flying flap skins about what happened to me or you as a cornerstone, even if this is like a black sheep of the family thing. If there could be a couple of people that is seen in this way because they were just trying to break down the big messiah energy and they was gonna make a couple of little messiahs or something like this. See, the day of these people with these long, nobody don't even want to sit down during no fucking Bobby Hemmett speech no more in this day and age with all this shit that could be going on. Well, I don't know about nobody else. I can only talk for myself. Cause I could be the last one seeing something on a certain level. I can't even sit through a movie no more. I used to be watching movies all day. I could watch 2 movies back to back. Oh, look, put the other one in. Put the next one in. I could sit there all day and watch a damn movies. And not even my attention span. But I'm realizing that that's a part of me. Being able to see a lot of things at one time and spew it out. Right? And then somebody understand that on their level and then take that and do something greater with it. It's always been giving back. I'm not supposed to. That's not even the way. Children don't even understand shit on that level no more to sit there through them long ass speeches and learn about that shit for what? None of that shit helped us up. Not where it's just like you could say, yeah, that helped me, like this or whatever, like this Egyptology and all this shit right here. If anything, that was to slow motherfuckers down. Because these people was already on something else when they was just dropping that shit off to you. Because none of that shit even matters at the end of this any motherfucking way. The parts that do matter, they're not telling you in no Bobby Hemmett speech. You understand? Anyway,